There it is, the moment of truth. You've done it. You found the perfect RV. You spent hours with the salesperson. You negotiated a price you felt good about. And then they slide that piece of paper across the desk, and your heart sinks because the number on the bottom isn't the number you agreed to. It's not even close. And you realize the real negotiation hasn't even started. I'm John.
And I am Rhonda.
And this is our new front porch RV balance.
And we're here to help you get on the road smarter.
Today, we are pulling back on the curtain on the RV industry's most frustrating and, in my opinion, most deceptive practice, hidden dealer fees. It's a conflict between the price you see on the windshield and the price you actually pay out the door.
This isn't just a few extra bucks for paperwork. We're talking about a system designed to add thousands of dollars in pure profit to the dealer's pocket, right at the last minute. When you're tired and just want to get the keys, it feels dishonest and it makes good people feel powerless.
But you are not powerless. The villain in this story isn't a person. It's the lack of information. And by the end of this video, we promise you'll have the rock-solid, legally grounded playbook to defend every bogus fee they throw at you. We're going to turn you into the hero of your own RV purchase.
We're going to show you how to make the price you agree on the price you actually pay.
All right, let's dissect this invoice. The first thing you need to understand is that many of these fees are for the dealership's basic costs of doing business. When I worked in service, we had costs to get a unit ready. That's normal. What's not normal is charging the customer for it after you've already agreed on a price that should have that cost baked in.
From a financial standpoint, it's like going to a restaurant, agreeing on a $20 for a steak, and then getting a bill with an extra line item for stove fuel fee and chef's salary fee. It's absurd. They do it because the names sound official and non-negotiable. Let's break down the big four.
First up is the infamous dealer prep fee. This can be anywhere from a few hundred to, I'm not kidding, over $5,000. They'll say it's for cleaning the RV, checking the systems, and filling the fluids. Basically, making sure the brand new thing you're buying actually works.
A novel concept, in our opinion. That's not a service. That's the bare minimum requirement of selling a product. Reputable dealers agree and don't charge this as a separate fee. It's a money grab, plain and simple.
Next, the destination or freight fee. This is for getting the RV from the factory to the lot. Now, freight is a real cost, but it's often inflated for extra profit. And here's a pro tip. If you're buying a used RV that's already on their lot, any freight fee is almost certainly 100% pure profit because that cost was paid for by the first owner.
Then we have the documentation fee or doc fee. This is for processing the title, registration, and sales contract. And this one is the Wild West. It has become a massive and in many states completely unregulated profit center. In California, the state caps this fee at $85.11. But in the state like Florida, with no cap, we've seen dealers charge nearly $1,000 for the same paperwork. It's the same process, but the price is 10 times higher. That tells you everything you need to know.
And finally, the advertising fee. Some dealers will literally try to charge you a fee to cover the cost of the ad that brought you into their dealership.
That's a cost of doing business. It should be covered by the profit margin on your vehicle, not passed directly to you. It's like a movie theater charging you for an extra movie poster fee after you buy your ticket.
Now that you know what the fees are, here's the most important part. In many states, Adding some of these fees after advertising a price isn't just unethical, it's illegal.
This is your legal shield. Most states have laws called Deceptive Trade Practices Acts, and they are incredibly powerful. We're not lawyers, and this isn't legal advice, but we want to show you what the law in some states actually says. For example, according to the Wisconsin State Code, the advertised price must include all charges a customer has to pay, like freight and dealer prep. The only things they can legally add are tax, title, registration, and a service fee.
In Georgia, the law is even more direct. State code says that adding fees for prep and delivery after advertising a price is considered an unfair or deceptive practice.
And in Pennsylvania, the Attorney General's regulations are clear. Charges for freight, handling, and vehicle prep must be included in the advertised price and cannot be added as a separate item later.
The core message here is that the law in many places is on your side. The act of advertising one price and then ambushing you with these extra costs in many jurisdictions is a violation of the law.
Now, you might be wondering about the federal government. The Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, recently passed a big rule for the car industry called the CARS rule to fight junk fees. But here's the catch. RV industry successfully lobbied to be exempted from it.
That's right. They argued that the things like hitches and leveling systems are essential add-ons, so they shouldn't be regulated the same way as options that car products have. What that means for you is that there's no big federal safety net. Your primary protection comes from the knowing your specific state laws. Knowing is power, but you have to know how to use it. The entire dealership system is designed to confuse you by juggling four things at once: the price of the RV, your trade-in value, the financing terms, and all these fees. Your mission is to defend that system by simplifying the entire negotiation down to one single number.
This is your playbook, and it starts before you even leave your house. Step 1, and this is non-negotiable. Get pre-approved for your own financing. Go to your bank or credit union and get a loan approved before you shop for your RV. The F&I office makes a huge amount of its profit by marking up interest rates and rolling expensive add-ons into the loan. When you walk in with your own financing, you become a cash buyer. It completely neutralizes their biggest weapon.
Step 2, research the real market values. Never, ever start negotiating down from an MSRP. That's a fantasy number. Use online resources to see what the same models are actually selling for. A realistic goal for a new RV is from 20 to 30% off the MSRP.
Step 3, shop multiple dealers. Get written quotes from at least 3 different dealerships, even if they're out of state. This creates competition and gives you incredible leverage.
Okay, you're now at the dealership. This is where the game is played. And from this moment on, there's only one number that matters.
The out-the-door price. This is the single all-inclusive price for the RV, including every single dealer fee. The only things that get added to this number are the legitimate state-mandated charges, such as sales tax, title, and registration fees.
Before you even talk numbers, you should look at the salesman in the eye and say, I'm ready to buy today, but I only negotiate the out-the-door price. Can you please provide me with a line itemized buyer's order? A refusal to do this is the biggest red flag in the world. If they won't give it to you, you thank them for their time and you walk out.
They will try to distract you. They'll ask you about monthly payments or your trade-in. Your response is always the same. Polite but firm, I'd be happy to discuss that, but first, we need to agree on the out-the-door price of this new unit.
Eventually, you'll end up in that little office, the F&I office, as we call it. This is the final boss battle. This is where they make most of their profit, selling high margin add ons.
They'll present a menu of protection products, extended warranties, gap insurance, tire and wheel protection, special paint and fabric coatings. Your script is simple and direct. Thank you, but I do not want any of these optional products. Please remove them from the buyer's order.
They might push back. A common tactic is to say something like, oh, the VIN etching or the paint protection was already applied to every unit in our lot, and we can't remove that charge. My response to that, based on our experience, would be I understand that I did not authorize that add on, and I will not be paying for it. You can either remove the charge or we can end this conversation right now. It's a pre applied product you didn't ask for, and that's their cost of doing business, not yours.
And what about those bogus fees we talked about? When you see a $2,000 dealer prep fee, you can say, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay a separate fee for you to make sure the RV is clean and functional. That should be included in the price of the vehicle. Please remove it.
I have said this so many times in other videos. The most powerful tool you'll have in the entire process is your fee. The willingness to stand up, shake their hand, and walk out the door is your ultimate leverage. It can't be a bluff. You have to be a genuine willing to leave. There are thousands of other RVs and hundreds of other dealers.
Often, the best offer you'll get is the phone call you'll receive an hour after you've left the dealership.
Now, there is one F&I product that deserves a deeper look, the extended warranty, or more accurately, an extended service contract. RVs are complex and repairs can be incredibly expensive. For some people, this protection offers real peace of mind.
But where you buy it matters. A dealer sold plan is convenient, but it's a huge profit center. They often mark it up significantly, and if you roll it into the loan, you're paying interest on an already inflated price for years.
The alternative is a third-party provider company, like wholesale warranties or protective asset protection. They sell directly to you, cutting out the dealership middleman. This can often save you thousands of dollars for similar or even better coverage.
Now, we have to be fair here. Based on our research of customer reviews and the BBB complaints, the experience with all warranty companies can be mixed. We've seen complaints about denied claims or poor communication for just about every provider out there.
The key to advantage to many of these third-party plans, in our experience, is flexibility. A dealer plan might restrict you to their service centers, which doesn't help you when you break down 2,000 miles from home. Many third-party plans let you use any licensed repair service shop in the country, which is a huge benefit for travelers.
The bottom line is do your homework. Get a quote from the dealer, then get quotes from at least 2 third-party providers before you sign anything. Compare the coverage, the cost, and the company's reputation. Don't make this decision under pressure in the F&I office.
So let's bring this all home. The secret to defeating the hidden fee system isn't about fighting over every single line item. It's about changing the entire game.
The aha moment is this. When you walk into a dealership with your own financing and you refuse to negotiate anything but a single, all-inclusive, out-the-door price, their entire system of confusion and deception collapses.
There's nowhere for them to hide the profit. They can't pad the interest rate. They can't distract you with monthly payments. They can't sneak in fees at the end. It all has to be in that one single number.
You take back control. You force them to be transparent. You transform from a victim of the process into a master of the transaction. You become the hero who walks away with a fair deal, with your dignity and with your hard-earned money still in your pocket.
This system has been frustrating RV buyers for decades, and we know so many of you have your own stories, and we want to hear them.
In the comments below, tell us about your experience. Did you get hit with a crazy, unexpected fee? Or even better, did you use some of these strategies to successfully fight back and win? Your story could be the final piece of encouragement someone else needs to stand their ground.
If you found this helpful, please like this video so we know to make more just like it. And don't forget to subscribe. Adventure is calling.
And we must go.